Coyotes are here today, doing it for their fans, and what they want to say is do you want to play? Do you want to play? Do you want to play? We're gonna stand up, not sit down. Ain't tired of all the skating around. We're gonna forecheck and block shots. Ain't no goals to be giving away. The Coyotes are here today, doing it for their fans, and what they wanna say is do you want to play? Do you want to play? Do you want to play? There's a blue line and overtime. Ain't backing down from either side. There's warrior cries and aggressive eyes. Ain't letting fear get in our minds. The Coyotes are here today, doing it for their fans, and what they want to say is do you want to play? Do you want to play? Do you want to play? We got a special class and fancy flash, staking our claim while we're talking some trash. We got some new blood and grade ones, pushing the edge to get that championship. The Coyotes are here today, doing it for their fans, and what they want to say is do you want to play? Do you want to play? Do you want to play? Do you?
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Anaheim Ducks High School Hockey League playoffs on SportsNetUSA.net and Black Dog Enterprises. I'm Eric Pesolano with Chuck Lasik. Jeff Bose here from Black Dog as well. Coming to you live from High Atop Honda Center. It's the Varsity 2A Division Championship game between the Damien Spartans and the Capistrano United Coyotes. Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us here on this evening. We're going to have a great game coming up for you here tonight. You got the high-flying Coyotes. You got the defensive Spartans. Chuck, this one could come down to the end.
I think so, honestly. The way Damien's been playing, Damien really shocked the world, not once, twice, maybe even three times you want to consider. I think all three of them, they were not the favored seed, were they not? Maybe they were favored against Edison. No, yeah, they were favored against Edison. I apologize. But that improbable victory against LaSalle, 2-1, and then they had to come back from a 2-0 deficit against Huntington Beach, and the Spartans wound up winning that game 5-3.
We're going to pause for a few minutes as we listen into our national anthem, and then after that, we'll get you to the game. It's the 2A championship between Damien and Capistrano United. You're watching the Anaheim Ducks High School Hockey League on Black Dog Enterprises. This copyrighted broadcast is strictly for the personal, private, and non-commercial use of its audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or account of this game without the express written consent of Black Dog Enterprises and the ADHSHL is strictly prohibited. We have a pro-Damien crowd here tonight at Honda Center. There's a lot of green and gold down there.
I barely see any of the burgundy for Capital United. I thought the same thing during the national anthem.
Well, you got to remember, too, there's probably not going to be a whole lot of burgundy because this is a district school. There's not exactly a whole lot of paraphernalia for a district team. They might be wearing the colors of their own schools individually, but
unless they're green and gold.
Yeah, unless some of them are green and gold. But we'll hear from them, I'm sure, as soon as the Coyotes do something to their liking. The Coyotes, as they have in every playoff game this year, as the higher seed, have elected to wear their visiting uniforms. So they're wearing red, the maroon, and gold uniforms, while Damien's wearing the all-green and gold uniforms.
Interesting.
And we will see if that will cause any problems for us up here.
Yeah, I don't think so.
High above, we should be fine.
I mean, if you can drive, you can tell the difference between red and green, I hope. So there you go. How's that?
You know what? That's a fair point right there. Damien, Capistrano United underway. It comes back to Escoboza in his own zone. Jonathan Bolu in between the pipes here for Damien. On the other side, Kevin Vernon in this championship game for Capistrano United. They've met twice this season. Capistrano United won 8-3, and then again 7-3. So it's been all Coyotes. Here's Reed into the zone already. Trying to get around the defender, and Escoboza stands tall. Nobody's knocked down. It's still held in the zone. Somebody snapped the stick in half, too.
Wow, right off the bat.
Not sure who it was.
Oh, watch out.
This one comes out front on the back door. Wolivar put it on the side of the cage. Near side point, here's Jake Fricks. And he had it knocked away by Aiden Rubert, and it's sent the length of the ice, and Budasov is going to try to catch up to it, and he gets there. So no icing as Keenan Haase plays it near side as Zach Wolivar. Haase across the center red line. Now he'll move into the offensive zone between all the defenders, and a kick save here by Bolu on a wrist shot by Keenan. First shot of the game by either team. We expect a lot of offense from Capistrano United in these playoffs. In their first two games, they've scored 8 and 10 goals, respectively, against Villa Park and Corona Norco.
Yes.
Spartans trying to send it out in the middle, though. It's that's Alec Grohlman, rather, into the near side boards. Held in by Max Camper. Aiden Rubert sends it around. Delfino Varela trying to get it up outside of the zone. Alex Kalow comes over to help. It comes back to Ayrton Peacock. Here a minute and a half into this first period. We're back to 17-minute periods for the remainder of the evening for this game. And the Varsity 1A final later on tonight at 8 p.m. Big hit behind the play. And now in the middle of the ice is Grohlman.
Oh, watch out.
Gets hit. Here's Myers with a little bit of space. He'll take a shot turned away by Vernon, who came out and stood at the top of the crease to make that save. Camper back the other way. Gets the red line. We'll dump it deep. And the Coyotes will go off for a change. And here come the Spartans now. Myers sends it up ahead, intercepted by Frick.
Oh, watch out.
Up ahead from Michael Budasov, 2-on-1 with he and Haase. Backdoor pass and a swing and a miss by Haase. Otherwise, it's 1-0 Coyotes. But he went right over the top of it. It comes all the way back to Colin Kennedy. And then Fricks will play it up off the boards in front of the penalty boxes. They race for the puck. Avalos has it. Michael Budasov right behind him. Had a story the other day in the OC Register about the Budasov brothers, who were the first generation of their family not born in Russia. They're born here in the United States. They play high school for the Coyotes here. Comes back into the Capo zone. Connor Reed flips it behind his net. And then near side comes a DePuja. Michael Budasov from the middle. Ahead to Reed. He's across the blue line. Tries to get around the defense. Does. Oh, and a backhand pass. Wow. D'Angelo had Haase tied up.
Vinny D on the leading scorer again. Takes a bite out of the rough.
And it came right on net toward Vernon. He settles it down for Fricks. And now here's Declan Curtis. He's hit by Kalow. Comes up to center ice. Oh, and Curtis runs down. I think it was Avalos, or is it Romans over there on the far side? It was Iozini, 24, not 74. Declan Curtis, near side. Gallo trying to catch the puck, and he'll kick it up the near side boards. It's held in by Kalo. Gallo into the middle, right to the green sweater. It's a backhand try, and it's blocked away by McCartan. Coyotes clear, up over Iuzzini's head. No icing here. Lynn will be able to catch up anyway. And there's 13:10 to go here in this first period. Lynn over on the far side. Oh, DePuja using the skates, comes around, wraparound, he scores! Oh, excuse me, that's Wolovar! And Zach gives the Coyotes a 1-0 lead.
That was just quick, too. Wolovar just uses that long reach as he comes up from the far corner, moves up, skates around everybody, and then uses that long reach to beat the goaltender, Jonathan Ballou. And Wolovar, who had 9 goals and 17 assists for 26 points in only 9 games for the Coyotes, makes it 1-0 already on an unassisted. Was it an unassisted goal?
Should be, yeah. He took it away from Lynn behind the net. Time of the goal is 3:58 of this first period. Zach Wolovar getting on the board, the 19th goal of the playoffs for the Coyotes.
I'm pretty sure that's exactly what Arnie Pappen did not want to happen right off the bat.
In the middle, Paul Budasov. He's got Wolovar again. Wolovar to the wrister. Oh, and a save by Ballou. This year, the Coyotes have set the record for most goals scored in a single playoff tournament. It's going to be hard to break. Logan Peck holds it in, sends it around the boards behind the net to Avalos. Up to center after the Spartans cleared away. Here to Peck. Inside to Reed. He's going to take a shot. Bolu's got to make a save as it comes to the near side corner. Already 4 Coyote shots here in the first. We're 5 minutes in. Nasi off of Peacock. And then Reed and Avalos go for it. Reed slips under Avalos. Peck cutting to the net. And the pass in the middle was blocked there from in by the Spartan defense. Shot deflected. Oh, rebound scores! Kaden Hussey! Off his own rebound. It's 2-0 Coyotes from Reed and DePuja that time.
Wow. Quick strike offense, and basically that's what they're doing right now. Just camping inside the zone of the Spartans. And basically, you're talking, 5:13? So exactly a minute and 15 seconds after you get the goal from Zach Wolovar, Kaden Hussey, who had 9 goals and 11 assists in the regular season. He bangs on a rebound, his own rebound, as Eric mentioned, to make it a 2-0 Coyote lead.
Boy, offensively, Capistrano United is just relentless. They don't take it easy once they get a big lead either. They know the stakes, especially here today. And there's no doubt in anybody's mind that Capistrano comes into this game as the heavy favorite as they ice the puck here with 11:16 to go. But the way Damien had been playing in the playoffs, he just didn't know what was going to happen. He just kind of had the magic going for them. But today, they've fallen behind early.
Going to get an assist right there from Jacob DePuja and number 8, Connor Reed.
To the point, held in here by Spartans. Gallo. Oh, his pass comes into the middle. No one was home, and it's knocked away.
Yeah, Keelan was tied up.
Yep.
Double teamed on that one.
Hussey is going to turn it around. Coyotes go for a defensive change behind the play. His shot is blocked and redirected by Iuzzini. 10:50 to go, first period. Here's a shot. Oh, and Reed deflected that one. Almost toward the net, but he went up over the cage with it.
Sound like a window snapping or a window cracking.
Yeah. Valos, Iuzzini. Spartans, oh, they turn it over at the blue line. Here's McCartan. Around everybody, a shot, a save by Bolu, and he'll cover. That's the first non-rebound after a save for Bolu in this game, and there's been 7 shots already.
He's had a glove save, I thought, too, hadn't he? Could have swore he had a glove save.
No, all of them were all getting the body in front and deflected to the side, yeah.
Oh, wow, okay. But yeah, 7 shots already here, and we're just 6.5 minutes into this first period. Basically, shots being generated at a torrid pace right now by the Coyotes, as they have now, they're still up 2-0, but now have 7 shots on goal.
Near side is played along the half wall and then sent behind the net. Peacock will pick it up for Damien. Here is McCartan. holding it along the near side boards. Camper tried to send it in the middle, but it got deflected. Slapped in front of the net by Ben Salkovitz this time. We're under 10 minutes to go here in the period. Hampton knocked away in the middle. And it's played out to center by Damien. Camper throws it right back from whence it came. Bennett Curran pressuring. Peacock spins it away. Not going to be icing because coming off the bench is Logan Peck, and he'll be able to catch up. Very nice crowd for this game here tonight. This 2A championship game. As we mentioned at the top of the broadcast, lots of green and gold down there. Roman across the blue line, knocked away by Avalos. And to the middle, here's Ellenberger. Tyler hit into the boards by Wolivar. In the middle, Grolman over to the far side looking for Paul Budasov. Will just send it deep. Peck will go off for another change as Darren Gardner mixes up his lines here. And switches his defensive pairings a little. Grolman across the blue line. Trying to get around Avalos. He'll just tie him up instead. And the Spartan fans want to hold. They're not going to get it. Out to the top, in between the face-off circle.
Nice
Shot. It got blocked by D'Angelo in front. Vinny will go pick it up over on the far boards. He took a shot. Kennedy. Near side, Wolivar. Inside the blue line, taken away by Gallo. Puts it into the middle.
Nice.
Kalau out front, shot! That's what Damien needs, is to have their star get on the board, and he does. The lead is now 2-1. Capistrano, Alex Kalau with a goal.
Great move by Kalau. And give credit to Gallo with the pass. Gallo's going to get an assist on that one, I'm pretty sure, too. But a great move by Kalau as he tipped it between the defender's legs, and then he moves around there, shows you his speed and his agility right there. He tips a pass, and then on top of it, beats an outstanding goaltender, Kevin Vernon, and just like that, makes it a 2-1, or cuts the lead in half to a 2-1 Capital United advantage.
Reed coming in toward the net. A backhand try is a little bit over the top of the net. So Damien gets on the board. Time to goal, 8:42 from Alex Kalau.
Kalau, who had 30 goals in the regular season.
Bolu makes a save. Can he give Gallo an assist? Will there be another one is the question.
Nope.
Nope, that's it. Good enough for me.
Here they come looking for more.
2-on-2, trying to get around Fricks. The Spartans, it's sent into the middle, and Vernon's got to make a stop. He stopped 2 of 3 here in this first period. 7.5 to go. 2-1 Coyotes. McCartan, he finds Reed on the flies in all by himself. He's a little out in front of him, but he'll drag it. Scores on the backhand! Connor Reed drags it to the backhand away from the goaltender and taps it up top shelf to make it 3-1 Coyotes.
And just as 40 seconds after Alex Kalau cuts the lead in half, give credit to, who's that? Was that Reed?
Yeah.
Connor Reed uses his speed, gets around a defenseman, walks in on Ballou, dinks, and then goes to the backhand as he beats Ballou, and to make it 3-1 now. Nice goal. And goal comes at 7:38. Reed, who had 14 goals in the regular season, picks up another goal in this postseason. And it's now 3-1 again, or a 2-goal lead again by the Coyotes. Or as you would say, Coyotes, right?
Coyotes.
Coyotes.
Capistrano dogs.
Capistrano dogs, I like that one.
It was Jeff Bowe from Black Dog Enterprises. 6:50 to go here in the first period. 3-1 Capistrano United. No lack of offense for them. Their best best period by goals this year has been the second. This will be icing here against the Coyotes.
Did I hear McCartan got the assist? 97, yeah.
All right.
McCartan got the assist.
Sure. All right with that one. Going to stop it here with 6:38 to go.
Okay,
We'll bring it back. Oh, that's all that matters.
Okay.
Everybody's got to make sure I'm okay.
Yeah. Preferential star treatment.
Hey, we have it here tonight upstairs.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
We're here in the visiting TV booth.
Ooh.
This one turned aside by Vernon on the last second.
His third save in 4 attempts.
We're up in the press box here at Honda Center. Way high up. Lynn sends it in. Goes off the boards and toward Vernon. He'll settle it for Peck. Reed sends it up ahead for Curran. Across the red line. Uzini knocks it away. Salkovitz comes in and gives it right back to Bennett, who then spins it deep behind Bolu. 6 minutes to play in the period.
There goes that forecheck that has the defense pinned back in their zone again.
Big hit. Lynn thrown off the puck by Curtis. Out front shot. And a save by Bolu.
Strassel was thinking chase, and he says, nope, time for line change.
Stopped 7 of 10 already in this one.
Oh, yeah, about 10? Okay.
Yeah, for Bolu. Oh, another one out front. Oh, and Bolu had to grab that one. Zanke slapped it away from the defender. Bolu didn't expect it, but he was there to make the save anyway. McCartan all the way back down the other end of the ice.
Ooh, watch out.
Here comes Budasov. That's Paul with a shot. Along the near side boards. Comes out to center. Wolivar to the far side. Here's McCartan. He's going to drop it to Hossie with a shot. See, that's Grolman with a shot. And Bolu, swiping the glove up, makes a stop. Already his 9th of this first period.
12 shots on goal.
4 3/4 minutes to go here in the opening period. 3-1, Capistrano United. Wolivar looking in the middle. Look for Grolman. Hit Kalo with a puck. And eventually he had to play it up the near side boards. Here's Fricks. Just kept it in, but Kalo takes it away. 1-on-2. He'll fire a shot, and it's gloved down, and Vernon will keep the play alive. His 4th save in 5 tries. You'll notice a lot at the lower level at the JV game a little bit ago that a lot of the times when the goalies got the puck and made a save and no one was around, they would still hold on to it and just take the face off. Here, as the levels move up, goaltenders realize that momentum. It's an important thing. You may not want to stop the rhythm by taking a face off, and Vernon just throws it aside and lets Peck continue the play. Here now, it's at center ice. The red and gold into the middle now. Here's Peck. He's got Curran behind him, and he finds him. A shot and a glove save by Bolu with a right hand.
Some right-handed robbery right there by Jonathan Belu. That shot was ticketed up towards the right corner, top shelf of the net. But good job by Jonathan Belu. He makes some right-handed robbery and will garner a face-off there. Outstanding save right there by number 31 in the green and gold.
Escoboza, near side to Rubert. As the Spartans go ahead, I want to remind you to stick around after our broadcast here. Chuck and I are going to reveal our varsity 2A Players of the Year.
Oh, I thought, if they cut the ice, we'll do it there between the second and third.
Oh, you want to do that instead?
Yeah.
Sounds good to me. We can do that.
Yeah. If they cut the ice.
We'll have our MVP, our goaltender of the year, our defender of the year, and our defensive forward of the year. We have a penalty here, and it's going to be against Capistrano United for hooking.
They're going to hook. A big opportunity right here for Damien to get themselves right back in this game again. Right now, their goaltender has been excellent. Jonathan Belu stopping 10 of 13 shots right now for the Spartans. Penalty, though, will go against number 19, Jacob DePuja. DePuja going to get 2 minutes for the hook. The penalty will come at the 13:36 mark and put Damien on the man advantage.
First penalty of the game for either team. The Spartans here in this postseason as Fricks grabs it and throws it the length of the ice, and Bolu will settle it. 3 goals in 18 tries this postseason.
For 16.6667.
You nailed it, my friend. Absolutely nailed it.
Save percentage. Or conversion percentage.
Yeah. Coyotes still have it. They clear it out, jumping up at his own blue line. Avalos trying to glove it down. Couldn't get to it, though, and Escoboza's got to play it behind his net. There's a maroon jersey down there, too. Here comes Kalow. He'll leave it for Gallo. Back to Kalow. It's a little behind him.
Nice tip right there. Is that McCartan on it?
I think so, yeah. A shot by Gallo, blocked by McCartan. Puck goes over to the far corner. Here's Reed, shorthanded. They've been known to do this too. Goes between his legs, beats everybody around the goaltender. He scores! Are you kidding me, Connor Reed? It's 4-1 Coyotes.
Wow. Oh, wow. Reed makes it look so easy right there as he just shows incredible patience. Not only gets around the defender with the speed, then after he leaves the defender in the dust by just an outstanding move between his legs and gets the puck. He then goes up. He then moves in, dekes, and then beats the outstretched reach of the goaltender, Jonathan Blue, to make it a 4-1 Coyote lead.
Put it through his legs.
Yeah, that was absolutely outstanding.
Then around the goaltender. It's a short-handed goal for Capistrano United here. Reed's his second goal of the game. He's got back-to-back goals. The other one was even strength.
And I hate to say it so early, but could that be a backbreaker already?
Could be. Fricks is going to get an assist. And it came at 14:33 here in the first period. It's 4-1 Capistrano United with less than 2 minutes to play in the opening period. Capistrano United in their first season here in the ADHSHL have just dominated everyone except for Los Alamitos. They lost to the Griffins.
Yep.
The Spartans beat the Griffins to get to this game.
Which is kind of interesting in itself.
Yeah. A triangle of confusion.
Yep.
That's for sure. DePuja back out on the ice. Penalty's over. He had no shots on that power play for Damien.
Nope.
One for Capo. And it went in. A minute 8 to go.
It wasn't really a shot. It was a tap-in. But yeah, I know it counts how it counts on the score sheet.
You're right, though. A minute to go in this first period, and there's a lot of green and gold in the crowd, and that's why it's a little silent right now.
Yes, it is. Wow.
They've been stunned by the Coyote crowd. Camper trying to get around Escoboza was bumped off by Trebilcock.
Wow.
Bodies fall down behind the net. And it looked like Grolman down there. Or that was Salkovich trying to play it from his knees, but it comes all the way up to center as Damien cleared it.
The speed of them is just amazing.
Spartans are all offside. All four of them. They need to back up. Strassel tags up, and they're good to go. Capucha, nearly turned it over. Strassel knocked it down in front. 2-on-none with D'Angelo shot, and he hit it off the side of the net. Sneaks to Avalos. Shot! Just missed wide, and Strassel looking for a rebound. Far side, though, it's taken away here by Fricks. And he put it in the middle, and the Capistrano defender showing off his little speed right there. 5 seconds to go. He'll skate it behind his net, slam on the brakes, and just let time expire. First period comes to a close here. 17 minutes are in the books. Capistrano United 4, Damien 1. And you're listening to the Anaheim Ducks High School Hockey League Varsity 2A Championship game on SportsNetUSA.net. Watching our live feed on Black Dog Enterprises. I'm Eric Pesolano. He's Chuck Lasik, and Jeff Bowe from Black Dog Enterprises is here as well. Zone fires a shot, kicked away, rebound is put toward the net, but Paul Budasov blocked it out front, and Vernon just covered it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So just one save?
This one.
Okay. Got the Superman team going right now.
Yeah, because Alex Kalo just took that shot. Somebody's paying attention down there. Wolivard down low. And actually, you could say the same if Connor Reed's touching the puck, which he just did. Spinning pass up front. Wolivar. Here's a shot and a save by Bolu, and Reed steps in to grab the rebound. Shots even at one. Here's another one. Ripped, and a glove save once more by Bolu.
Bolu was great on that sequence right there. First one, they give him a Purple Heart for it because that was just a rocket that came from him. He moved up to the top left corner of the crease. He makes the save. Then this rebound is garnered by Capel Valley. They move it around and fire another shot, and there's some more right-handed robbery right there from the goaltender, Jonathan Blue. He stops his second shot of the period. He's faced now 16 shots, stopping 13 of them.
Peck near side. Grolman rockets one, and he didn't miss by much.
These shots, you can't even see them.
No.
Lasers.
Isaac here against Damien. If it makes it, that puck
Yep.
Just going to get there. They waved it off.
Waved it off.
Yeah. Wow. I figured Capistrano still really had no chance to get to that one. But they whistle it down anyway. Or they elect not to whistle it down is what I should say. It comes all the way back into the Capistrano zone. Into the middle. But center ice, Zavallos had it. Try to send it in back behind Vernon. He does. 15:30 to go here, second period. Just a minute and a half in. Paul Budasov always got a man cruising right to the net. Here's a shot and hitting it off the goal frame was Wolivar. He hit the crossbar and it went straight up in the air. Behind the net. Goes through Michael Budasov. Here's a shot deflected toward the net. Where did it go? Paul Budasov finds it after it bounced off a couple of bodies. Gardner near side. Kennedy scores!
Wow.
Budasov to Gardner to Kennedy. 5-1. Capistrano United.
Great puck movement once again by the Coyotes, and they get it back up to the left point to Kennedy. Kennedy, who's actually kind of drops down, moves up to the ladies' tees and fires a rocket. Goes top shelf, right where Mama keeps the cookies. And with that goal here at the 1:53 mark, Kennedy makes it a 5-1 lead. Colin now who's had one goal on the regular season. He did have 10 helpers. Picks up a playoff goal and gives the Coyotes a 5-1 lead.
Should be Gardner and Paul Budasov on the assists. And the Coyotes putting their foot on the gas pedal in the zone again. Kennedy run over at the point by D'Angelo. Peacock run over by Curtis. Kennedy held it in, spun down low by Curtis. Cooper Bird far side with it. Zanke knocked down. And getting tripped that time was Kennedy.
Wow.
I think he just lost an edge in a big collision here as Peacock and Wolivar or Zanke came together. Here comes Strassel. Sends it to the middle. Ellenberger hit his stick. It came right back from whence it came. Near side Curtis up off the boards. Too far for Zanke, and Peacock plays it at his own blue line. Long pass intercepted by Gardner. Ellenberger then knocked it away and played it deep behind the Capo goaltender.
That was an icing?
Mm-mm.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Because they didn't blow the whistle.
Okay.
That's all I got for you, partner. This one is icing, and it's against Capistrano United, so we'll bring it all the way back down the other end. I didn't have a logical reason for you. I just gave you the definitive reason there.
Well, it's becoming like the strike zone icing is, honestly. Just open to interpretation, I guess.
Which is funny because neither of those things are supposed to be open to interpretation.
Exactly. Face-off taking place now to the right of the goaltender, Vernon.
Halo won the draw. Oh, we had a whistle here. False face-off. We're just going to do that again. That was a waste of everyone's time. Try it one more again. Kalo won the draw back again for a second time in a row. Escoboza had to chase it down, though, to the near side point. Plays it down low for Coda Hampton. Hampton sends it toward the net. And just slapped away by Vernon. Back to the near side corner. Kalo. Escoboza. Holding. Let's come back down to Kalo near side. Goes around the dasher. Kalo tried to put it up the slot in the middle. Hasse, though, knocks it away. He loses it to Gallo.
Oh.
And then Hasse took it right away as Gallo tried to put it in the middle. Kalo knocks it away from Curtis. Right as the Coyotes make a change, and they pick it up at their own blue line, send it too far, and Escoboza picks it up. Over to Hampton. Hampton loses it at center. Fricks up ahead to Michael Budasov. Now here's Connor Reed. Reed had it kicked away by Kalo. Oh, but a turnover out front. Back door. Here's Reed, and it's blocked in front. Nice play by Escoboza defensively. Reed loses it. Kalo skating after it, trying to get around Fricks, but Jake with a nice slap at it, and it comes right to Reed. Reed, near side, shot, he lifted it high up over the net.
Kalo's been out there for almost 2.5 minutes, hasn't he? He's been out there for a long time.
It's been a long time.
I'm being facetious when I say that, but it's been a long, long shift.
You get the sense that there's got to be some points in the game where Arnie Pappen just tells Alex Kalo, look, you come off when you're tired. If you want to go out there for 5 to 10 minutes, that's fine. When you're tired, you come back. Hossie, other side, shot, save, rebound, loose out front. Another one save, a third save.
Wow.
For Bolu as Reed tried to poke it home. 6 shots for Capistrano United this period already. It's 6-1 in that frame, or in that category, I should say. But the Coyotes lead it on the scoreboard, 5-1.
Good save sequence right there by Jonathan Ballou. He did a great job. Makes the initial save, then he comes up, tries to shoot up. Then the puck drops there. He drops his left pad, makes that save. Rebound comes right on the stick of another Coyote. Another save by Ballou. As Eric mentioned, he stopped 5 of 6 in this period.
Varela. Down low near side. Camper.
Oh,
Try to push it over to Peck to move it along. They do. If Hooge has got it on the far side. Behind the net, they bring it back to the near side. Do the Coyotes. Salkovitz is hit. Forces a turnover, then Peck knocks it away from Ian Acuna. Shot from the blue line. Reaching for it was Bolu, but it went off the boards into the near side. Myers behind his net. Over to Acuna. He can't clear it away. Camper holds it in. And Acuna pressuring him hard. Nice play by Ian Acuna right there. Coyotes still able to hold it in. Camper reaching for it. Plays it in the middle. Pops up in the air, and Acuna slipped underneath by Bennett Curran.
what do you
We got a whistle here. We got a penalty behind the play. We got a cross check here, and it's against David Myers. And Capistrano United will go to the power play with 11:04 to go in the second.
That's the one thing you don't want to do. And Dave Myers is going to put the Coyotes high flying down. They're going to give him for a cross check too. The penalty's going to come at 5:56. And more importantly, as I mentioned, putting Kappa within that 5-goal range of a running clock starting the third period.
Yeah. Gotta be careful of that. Oh, it's loose in front. Reed tried to pick it up. Coyotes still have it. They hold it in the zone. Budasov to the point. Fricks down low. Reed nowhere to shoot it, so he'll go up top to Fricks. He'll rip one. Oh, and that went off the skate of Avalos into the near side. Reed picks it up along the half wall. Fricks taps it right back to Reed. Reed in the middle. Oh, somehow it came through. Shot blocked. Wolovar rebound out back, and that's Paul Budasov who scores.
Wow. So you're going to have Reed with the goal or assist in Wolovar?
Yes, sir. 8-15 to 96. And what can you do at this point, Chuck?
Oh, I don't know, honestly. I mean, if you're already Pappen, do you call a timeout? I mean, I'm not sure what you can do, honestly. It's just outstanding puck movement right there. And this is a machine, honestly. They might need one more guy. Maybe they don't. But it has to be frustrating for Damien and Jonathan Ballou as well, too. I mean, they're hitting these guys, and these guys are just bouncing right off them. So they're squeezing through the hits. Not only are they fast, but they're strong, too. I mean, they have all components right there of a great team. And they are just like machine-like the way they just rip through teams right now. And they're doing it again right now to Damien.
I think it was 49ers head coach Jim Harbaugh who said Michael Crabtree was the best catcher he'd ever seen.
Yep.
I think this Capistrano United team is the best catcher of passes, of loose pucks I've ever seen on the sheet of ice. The puck will go off the goaltender, come right to somebody. They're able to settle it down immediately.
I know, it's amazing.
Shutoff.
I've noticed that. Oh, no, he's not offside because there's no one else there. It's amazing how they are just so in sync with each other mentally. Too.
Yeah.
They know where each other is all the time. They don't miss on a pass very often.
No, at this level, you see a lot of the time a pass will come and it'll hit the stick of a teammate, but they just bounce right off and go 4 feet ahead of him, and it's taken away. That doesn't happen with the Coyotes. They catch everything that comes their way.
Soft
it's
hands.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Here is Ellenberger out to center.
You know, this is because they're not pure either. They're going to be in this 1A or this 2A for a long time, right?
Well, with what the commissioner was talking about the other night. I don't know if it's going to be 2A. I don't know how the alignment's going to work, but they're definitely realigning the divisions next year. So this is going to be the last time we see 1A, 2A, JV.
Okay.
In the names that they are. Here's Gallo, took it away. Puck rolled off his stick in front. Kalo, he scores! Alex Kalo, that's number 2 for him. And it's 6-2 Capistrano United. That's from Gallo again.
Yep. Someone might want to remind Capo that number 88 still exists right there for the green and gold. Alex Kalo, great job. Great pass, though, by Daniel Gallo. As you mentioned, Gallo with his second assist of the game. Feeds 88, and 88 just powers his way through. Goes to the backhand as with a man draped all over his back. He taps the backhand at home against a very good goalie, too, Weeks. Weeks is now faced 7 shots. He's given up 2 goals. Vernon. Sorry, I call him. I keep Kevin Weeks. I keep on thinking that. I was doing pretty well, too.
It's either Kevin Weeks or Mike Vernon, usually.
Yeah. Jeez.
In the middle, Grolman lost it. And here's Fricks. He'll go to the far side from McCartan.
It's been 10 straight days.
It's been 10 straight days. Grolman, backdoor pass, look out front. Oh, Burdasov put the stick through his legs and scores!
Are you kidding?
Oh, my goodness!
That is not funny.
What just happened?
That was not funny. That is just pure, unadulterated talent right there.
Those of you watching on Black Dog, let's take a look at the replay. We'll describe it for you. There's Grolman. Gets it underneath. Budasov between his legs. Puts the stick through there. Flips it up over Bolu's shoulder. And it's 7-2. Unbelievable. Grolman and McCartan are going to get assists here. And Capistrano United is just now having fun. They really are. I mean, they're good. And as soon as Damien tries to make a little bit of a comeback, they just stomp all chances of it.
That's done and on, seriously.
Oh, yeah. In the championship game, nonetheless. Yeah. You see that on the pond. You don't see that in the championship game.
No.
Time of the goal is 8:31. It's Budasov from Grolman and McCartan. Near side, Coyotes pressing again. Spartans trying to get it out of the zone. Varela chased Peck down for it, but Logan kept it in. Bennett Curran chasing with Adam Avalos. Adam wins the race. And then, he threw a big hit at Asalkovitz, who was behind the net. 7.5 to go here in the second period. And it's 7-2, Capistrano United. Wow. Varela, near side. Goes underneath to Peck, who'll move it along to DePuja over on near the far side faceoff circle in his own end. Hassled by Varela.
Oh, watch out.
Gallo. Oh, backdoor to Hampton. And he hit it just a little bit wide.
He still didn't get it right.
He still didn't get it right. They corrected that second assist, but...
We're still wrong.
Yeah. Reed offside here. Coyotes will tag up as Michael Budasov grabs the blue line. Here's Ayrton Peacock. Peacock skating around everybody. He gets around the other number 8, Connor Reed. Across the blue line.
I didn't even think the guy they called was on the ice either.
I don't think so either, yeah. Here's Reed. Trying to get around the defense. Escoboza stands up.
Wow.
Reed takes a shot at Escoboza, and that'll be a penalty on Reed.
5-10?
We'll see what they're going to call. It's just roughing. It'll be a 2.
They're not going to give him for head contact, though? I mean,
no.
Fist went right up to the cage. Just saying.
Apparently, the head contact rule is a little bit of a gray area.
I guess.
It's only when there's intent to hit. I mean, even if he were to hit him in the face, which, according to the replay, Jeff Bowe tells me that he hit him in the chest.
Oh, okay. I saw fit on that.
Yeah, but if he did hit him in the face, they still probably would have just called roughing.
We're about 2.5 miles from the ice, so we're not complaining. Penalty will come at the 8:33 mark, right?
10:33.
10:30. Oh, yes. That's right. Shoot.
And it's a second power play here for Damien. Their last time, they gave up a shorthanded goal. Coyotes have the same thoughts again. 2-on-2 the other way. Budasov right up the middle. Around Escoboza. Backhands it. Oh, but he tried to lift it up over the shoulder.
Now it's just an exhibition.
Here's a hooking call coming up here against Damien, and that'll end that power play, and we'll go 4-on-4 for a minute 36. Looks like Alex Kalo is going to get called for the penalty here.
I think Budasov is lobbying for a new skill competition. There's a new contest in the skills competition. The most prettiest trick shootout goal or breakaway goal. How's that?
Remember, they did that a few years ago in the NHL when Alex Ovechkin did the 2 sticks.
Oh, really?
You know, that skills competition. Yeah. And even if you missed, you still somehow got points for style. I think he wants to look to do the same thing. Oh, backdoor Wolivar, a shot and a save by Bolu. He's already seen.
The penalty's on Kalo.
Yep. Huh? He's already 10 shots, faced 10, make it 11, and there's a goal again. This time a 4-on-4 goal.
Is that Budasov?
For Capistrano United, and that one looks like Paul Budasov on the 4-on-4. And he has
a hat trick. 3 consecutive goals. That goal will come at 11:08. Budasov with the goal, 4-on-4 goal, and he makes it now a 8-2. What was the penalty on Kalo? What'd you get him penalty?
He hooking.
Oh, hook.
Fricks will get an assist. We're back to play here. Varela into the offensive zone. We stay 4-on-4 for the next minute 15. It's 8-2. Capistrano United. We're not out of the second period yet.
Nope.
And they very quickly, Chuck, have turned this thing into a rout. It's only the second period. There's still a lot of time left, but their offense today has just been perfect. Wolivar gets an assist, too, along with Fricks. Kennedy, far side, can't get it out. Zini tried to swing a shot, and it rolled off the edge of his stick. Colin Kennedy picks it up. Along the near boards, Kennedy kicks it up to himself, but it's taken away by Valos.
3 consecutive shots? Is that what it?
I've got them scoring on 3 of their last 4.
Okay, that's close enough.
Almost a natural hat trick for Budasov, but Alex Kalo scored in between that for Damien.
I don't understand all that natural stuff.
It's 3 straight goals scored in the game.
Oh, okay.
Between you and the other team.
That's
got to have 3
natural.
in a row.
Okay.
That makes it natural.
All right.
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense, but anyway.
Valos pushed into the puck.
Let's just call it a 3 straight goal scoring.
You want to call it a turkey?
Yeah.
We could do that.
Okay.
Oh, is that something else? Is that a different sport?
Some people don't say it's a sport.
Well, all right. Yeah. Talking about bowling, of course. Here's Zanke. Oh, and a big collision. Peacock took out Zanke. Kennedy shot. Oh, maybe that was a pass down low to Reed, but he couldn't handle it. A little too hot for him. We're back to 5-on-5. Backdoor pass. Shot. Oh, and a save by Bolu. The cage was open, and Bolu got the glove out in front. Here comes Kalo. He's looking for a hat trick himself here, trying to get around Fricks, but Jacob forces him to the far corner. 3:40 to go in the period. It's loose in the middle of the zone and picked up by Fricks. Every time Capistrano touches the puck, you feel like they have a scoring chance.
Yep.
Kalo, though, takes it away here. He flies by McCartan. Oh, no, Cameron got a stick on it, but it still stayed in the zone. Michael Budasov knocked it away. And numbers here for the Coyotes. If Budasov hurries, it's 3-on-2. Now it's 3-on-1 in front and tip back. Shot off the post. That one's sent off by McCartan. Along the near side half wall, Escoboza to center ice. He has it knocked away from behind and then tipped to the side by Peck. Escoboza behind the net. Flips it back. McCartan picks it up, plays it around the boards, and it goes up into the stands. 2:57 to play in the second period. It's 8-2. Capistrano United.
Yep. Now they're just kind of, they took the foot off the gas pedal once again. But really, Damien is just gasping for air right now, honestly. This team is a pretty well-conditioned squad, too. But it's tough, though. I mean, the relentless, nonstop attack of Capital United.
You know, we don't have the privilege to watch these teams practice, but boy, if we could be a fly on the wall in Capistrano practice.
Oh, yeah.
Here's Camper in his own end. 2.5 to go here, second period, and it's all Coyotes. They beat Damien 8-3 and 7-3 in their 2 matchups. They're up 8-2 here. Rubert trying to bring it around Camper. He'll have to go play it in the far corner. Camper then took it away from there. Not cleared as Valos held it in. Rubert behind the net. Peck up ahead. D'Angelo. Did he hold it in?
Nope.
He did not. It's offside.
Everybody touched up.
They're good to go now. Coyotes with it. Here at center ice. Flipped up ahead, down to the far corner. After this game at 8 o'clock, it'll be the Varsity 1A title game between J. Sarah Santa Margarita. After that, Chuck, we're not back till September.
Wow.
Assuming they'll have us back.
Yeah.
Here's Camper, the shot. Oh, and that one stopped by Bolu, and it skipped over his glove behind him and wide. 13 Coyote shots this period. They had 14 in the first. We're down to the final 95 seconds of the second period. We have some announcements to make at the end of this period, don't we?
We'll see. It depends if they're going to cut the ice or not.
Bolu makes a save here as Zanke gets into it a little bit with Lynn in the crease. 14 Coyote shots this
At
period.
this point, maybe Coach Charney Pappin would say, hey, just keep this ice the way it is right now. I don't want these guys going any faster. Wow.
Do you know what category we should select also? We mentioned all the player categories. We didn't pick a coach of the year. We need to do that. Why you grimace at me like that? I know it's about the kids, but
No, it's about the kids.
still, coaches have something to do with it a little bit, don't they?
I agree, but that's just inviting trouble.
Out front, there's a save by Bolu.
Give him 2 saves right there.
I agree, actually. Yeah. So 16 shots on goal in the period, and 12 saves for Bolu. 60 seconds to play in the period.
We got a penalty coming up against Damien.
Yep.
Oh, no.
It's against Capistrano for a high stick.
Why do you let him skate for 14 seconds then with the biscuit?
Salkovitz is going to go off and sit down for 2 minutes here. It's the 5th penalty of the game, 3rd against
High stick.
Capistrano United.
That penalty will come at the 16:05 mark. Face-off taking place now to the left of Kevin Vernon.
Oh, it was a shot by Gallo out front and a save by Vernon. Just the 3rd Spartan shot of the period. They do have a goal in the frame. 40 seconds to go. Escoboza trying to get to the puck, but he's out of energy, and Paul Budasov wins the race. Pass in the middle for Wolivar. McCartan will grab it, send it toward the net, kicked away by Escoboza with half a minute to play.
I'm just trying to figure out if they practice in Nepal or something like that at in up atop Mount Everest or something, because they are just nonstop. I mean, Damien is a well-conditioned team, and that's part of the reason their energy and stuff like that. And they are just drained.
10 seconds to go in the period. Escoboza behind the net. Skates into the crease. Up ahead to Hampton. 2 seconds to go. Got to get a shot away here. And it slips in the middle. Almost deflected on net by McCartan toward his own goaltender. And we're 34 minutes in the books here at Honda Center. It's 8-2. Capistrano United over Damien in the Varsity 2A Championship game. And you're listening to the Anaheim Ducks High School Hockey League playoffs on SportsNetUSA.net. Watching our live stream on Black Dog Enterprises. And Chuck, it's all Capistrano all the time. They tack on 4 more in the period.
Unbelievable. As they generate 16 shots this time, just when you thought, okay, let's see if they can slow them down. The Coyotes come back with 16 more shots in that period. Generate another 4 goals. And basically the first period for the Coyotes, I mean, they were mirror images almost, except a couple more shots, but 4 goals in that period as well. As Eric says, the natural hat trick for Paul Budasov. And then...
Not quite natural.
Why is that? Oh, because
Kayla scored in
here you
between.
go.
Yeah.
I guess. Anyway, he comes back. I mean, just an outstanding... The shots by Budasov, that one between the legs, it was just unbelievable. And we saw it up on the screen again. Not much you can say if you're Damien, honestly. It's just, I mean, just the condition of this team is just top-notch. These guys are not even wincing right now, and Damien's all hunched over. So we'll see. It's that last 17 minutes. Miracles do happen. Damien, though, has 2 goals, both by their captain and MVP candidate Alex Kalow. They still trail by 6 goals going into the third period.
Part of the game. I see. Okay. No, so it's just like a regular season game then.
Yeah.
Well, except it's not. All right, we start the third period here with Damien still on the power play for another 48 seconds. And it's down here in the Capistrano end, but the Coyotes take it away and Fricks will clear. Into the near corner, down on the Damien end. Down to our final game and a period here in the Anaheim Ducks High School Hockey League season. Centering pass up front shot. Oh my goodness, and Vernon stopped that.
Wow.
Wow, Coda Hampton had a wide open net. Vernon dove back to his left and jumped on top of the puck. What a save.
And it's amazing because Kalo had 3 guys with him at that point, too. And then he basically, yep, that's right, they're just going to keep it running. I was going, wait a second.
Chuck, that's going to be the day for Kevin Vernon. They're going to let Kern Allison come into the game and get some time in the championship game.
That's the way to end it right there, you know. Kind of do like an Elvis, just drop the mic and walk out. That was a great save.
Kern Allison comes in at the 1:11 mark of this period.
What do they call that when you drop the mic and just walk away? With?
There's a word for that?
Yeah, there is. I forgot what they call it.
You're asking the wrong guy. Omar Qureshi on the ice now for Damien. As the penalty ended while the whistle, while we were in between plays, because it is a 5+ goal lead here for Capistrano United. Just like the regular season, we go to a running clock in the third period between whistles. Declan Curtis running to the boards. Coyotes hold it in the zone. Lynn plays it back in his own end. Got to get it back to within 2 goals to be able to have the clock stop running between whistles, so Damien would need to score 4 more times without allowing a goal. Let's put that in play. Lynn across the blue line. Oh, big hit by DePucci.
Wow.
Slammed him into the boards near side.
These guys can hit, too.
Yeah.
I mean, Damien's a really physical squad as well, and they're just getting pushed around.
8-2, Capistrano United. Here's Zanke, 3-on-2 here for the Coyotes. Zanke to the middle, off the skates of Bird. Up at top, Gardner had a little trouble with it. Kennedy picks it up. They'll send it around the dash to the near side. First year in the league for Capistrano United, and they have come in here.
Second consecutive team doing that, right?
Yeah, and they have shown everybody who's boss. Corona Del Mar did it last year. Capistrano United this year.
That game was a little closer, though.
It was 5-2 in that one, wasn't it?
I think so.
But it was closer than that for a while. This
Yeah.
one came off the side of the goalpost in front of Bolu. And now here's McCartan. Fires a shot blocked in front. Budasov. Oh, that one blocked by Varela over the far corner. Wolavar's got it. He'll send it to the top. Pass over here to McCartan. He's going to let it rip. Oh, backdoor, and oh my goodness. Just tic-tac-toe passing by Capistrano United. And Paul Budasov has a natural hat trick and his 4th straight goal for Capistrano United.
That goal will come at, what, the 3:35 mark? Close enough?
Yeah.
McCartan will get an assist. And who gets the other one?
Should be Colin Kennedy.
And is that the 3rd assist now for McCartan?
Yes, sir, it is. Paul Budasov has 4 goals and an assist in this game. Boy, I wonder if he's going to get the MVP of this one. It's going to be tough to even catch up to him now. As far as goals are concerned, under 13 minutes to play, it's Coyotes 9, Spartans 2. Here's a shot in from the near side. Salkovitz put it on net and a save by Bolu. Uzzini in his own end. Avalos ahead to Varela. Varela's going to take a shot here, and Allison comes out of the crease, covers it up. And we'll take the whistle. Clock keeps on moving with 12:15 and counting to go here in the third and final period. It's been all Coyotes on their way to winning their first varsity 2A championship.
In their first season, mind you.
A major accomplishment for these kids out here in year one. Be interesting to see if they jump up to the next highest division next year, whatever division that may be, since we are going to have realignment with the addition of some new teams next year. Kamish talked about it in the interview we sat down with, which, by the way, you can catch that interview on the new Facebook page for the Anaheim Ducks High School Hockey League. That launched last night. Hey, we're always doing new stuff even before the season ends.
Yep.
Reed, near side Haase. Underneath, Budasov tried to thread the needle to Reed, and the Spartans knock it away. Here's Peacock. This will be Arrington's final game as a Spartan. There'll be a lot of seniors here for Damien, who will be on the move. Vinny D'Angelo, of course, another one.
Alex Kalow.
Here's Reed.
You can hear Arnie Pappen always coaching, though, no matter what the score is.
And he's down there, too, letting his guys know, giving them some more direction. Down on the bench. Gardner shot out front. Ooh, deflected wide.
Because you know what?
Peacock.
It's a pin drop in here right now.
Yeah. Lots of Spartans fans here today.
You can hear a pin drop, I should say. It's not a pin drop. You can hear a pin drop. Pardon me.
10:40 to go and counting. Here in the third period, Capistrano United leads at 9-2. Back into the Spartan zone. Escoboza has it. He'll skate it up across all the lines himself, trying to get around Kennedy. Moving in on Allison. Oh, he got a penalty coming up here to Capistrano United, touched up by Kennedy, and he's the one who's going to go to the box. And Chuck, you give credit to Darren Gardner for the growth of this Capistrano United team. They had a lot of media coverage down in the Aliso Niguel area this year, and they had a lot of events that they put on trying to keep this team very alive in the community. And when we talked to him, I think it's a hook. When we talked to him earlier in the year, and Emily Harlan, who was with us all year on SportsNetUSA.net, would do interviews with the winning coaches after every game, and it was him who suggested, talk to the players. You know, let's get the kids involved. It's all about them. Let's make sure they get the spotlight. We talked to Connor Reed a couple of times, and it's been quite a season here for Capistrano United.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the penalty was for hooking to Colin Kennedy, and the time of the penalty
was at 7:58, 7:08.
7:08. Yeah. Oh, shot scores! Kalow on the backside, scoring on the power play. Time of the goal there was 6:46.
That's 6:40 or 7:44. 7:44.
7:44. Sorry, 7:44. Close to the last time he scored a goal, and Kalow has a hat trick.
Oh boy!
Here in this one,
they're making that easy. Hat goes off. Somebody loses a chapeau. We'll go on the Kalow collection.
8:40 to go. We're just about halfway through this third period. It's 9-3. Kalow with a power play goal here. They're 1 for 3. We're 1 for 4 on the man advantage today. It was Damien. Wolivar across the blue line. Here come the Coyotes. Wolivar just offside with Budasov a step too quick. Eight minutes to go. Off the offside. We'll have the draw just outside of the blue line. A little less than 8 minutes to go now. Near side. Gallo. Spartans moving it up out of their own end. We'll see who gets the assist on the Kalow goal. Nope, it's unassisted. There's no one.
He's offsides, yep.
Yep, this is against the Spartans here with 7.5 minutes to play. Our next game is about 48 minutes away.
We're ready. I'm going
to have a break.
Yeah, I'm going to take a nap.
You deserve it, pal. I tell you. It's been a long 10 days.
No, but nice 10 days.
A nice 10 days. Just been a long 10 days. Our 10th consecutive day of high school hockey here on SportsNetUSA.net. bringing you all the JV 2A and 1A playoffs from 3 different venues this season. We were at Anaheim Ice, Westminster Ice.
4 different venues.
Well, 3 different venues, 4 different sheets of ice. Right? Oh, yeah, no. 4 different venues, 5 different sheets of ice.
Are you sure you're not related to my wife?
Not listening to you? This one goes up over the boards and out of the bench. 4 venues, 5 sheets of ice, right? Is that right?
Actually, yes, I think that is.
The NHL ice over at the rinks at Anaheim Ice,
Yes.
the Olympic sheet at Anaheim Ice,
Yes.
Westminster Ice, Lakewood Ice, Honda Center.
Yes.
So 4 venues, 5 sheets of ice.
There you go.
We were nomads this year, let me tell you.
Yep.
Salkovitz in the offensive zone behind the net.
Still like the way Damien's skating. Damien's still skating hard.
Yeah. They're not giving up here, down 6 with 6 minutes remaining in the third period here in the championship game. And you know, the way their season went, too, after they were in this title game.
That's high stick. Or knocked down with a high stick. Thank you.
There's the whistle. A couple of years ago when they won this 2A title, they beat Long Beach Prep in the championship game. They had a pretty good season last year. Were eliminated early.
Well, they were up at the 1A division, though, too. Don't forget.
Last year, yeah. And then this year, they had a rough year. They came in the 7th seed in the regular season. They won 5 games in the regular season and then won 3 here in the playoffs and upset their way all the way to the championship game. Knocking off number 2 LaSalle, number 3 Huntington Beach. Breakaway here from Michael Budasov. He pulls it back. Shot and a save by Bolu. His second in 3 tries this period. Reed into the offensive zone. He's had a pretty good game, too. He's got 3 points. His shot saved by Bolu again. Come the Spartans trying to rush the other way, but Michael Budasov double-teamed by both Avalos and D'Angelo over on the far boards.
BD, the shutdown forward
Yep.
for Damien, but can't be on the ice the whole time.
Reed around the defense. Around a second defender. Loose out front. Backdoor shot. A save by Bolu on Hasi.
Nice save. Bolu's made some trio of great saves in a row.
Keenan Hasi's been relatively quiet in this one, but he hasn't needed to be loud. His teammates got the job done. Hasi had a goal in the game today. That's it. That's it.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh.
Most kids would give anything to score a goal. But 1 for him seems like an off day. His teammates have done all the work today. Well, not all the work. He's part of it, too. They've done all the work on the score sheet. This one's sent in from the blue line, and there's a stop by Allison, and that's his first save since entering the game. 1:11 into this period. Under 4 minutes to go. Capistrano United up 9-3. Bird flipping it around the defense. Lynn on the near boards over to Curtis. He's at center ice. Flips it around the defender Brandt. Gets around Koreshi. Trebilcock hits him. Played back now. Back in the Damien zone. Fricks holds it in right at the blue line. Close, almost coming out. Bird with a hit there on Trebilcock. Long pass out of the reach of Riley. McCartan sends it in. And we got a whistle here. It's offside.
Really?
Against Capistrano United with 3:08 and counting to go.
It's not for the lack of trying right now, but Capital United kind of just put it cruising in cruise control right now, just staying back defensively. Shots right now, only 5 shots in this period compared to the 2 Damien has, so still playing strong defensively. And, talk about a complete team. I don't think we've ever seen a team as complete. Maybe last year's Santa Margarita squad was about the same, but not much more of a complete team than Capital United.
4-on-1 shot. Grolman save. Bolu.
And it's not to anything to Jonathan Bolu's detriment either. I mean, there's shots that he could not have stopped, honestly. Tic-tac-toe, just absolute gorgeous passing. Yeah. Can't blame the defense as well. This team is just a machine, honestly.
Bolivar off the face-off. It's out front. And Paul Budasov Couldn't get the stick down in time to send it toward the net. A 3-on-2 here for Damien. Pass too far out front. McCartan intercepts. 2:05 to go. We'll leave the post game for the kids and all of our postseason awards, or our regular. Well, that's our entire end of the year awards. But I'm going to announce our coach of the year right here because I think we should do that. So Darren Gardner.
You think?
Far and away, coach of the year. A team in their first year as a shot comes into Allison here. He makes the save. And that's his second stop of the game. First year team. Don't know what the expectations are. They put him in 2A. They had the one slip up against LaSalle. But in these playoffs, they left no doubt. Darren Gardner, Capistrano United, coach of the year in the Anaheim Ducks High School Hockey League from SportsNetUSA.net. Lynn at center with 1:15 to go. Goes back behind Allison. He'll let it go through, and DePuja will play it around. Reed, far side to DePuja. And we're down to the final 60 seconds. Haase in the middle. Oh, Budasov knocks it down up front to himself, and Bolu's just going to grab it with 50 to go.
Though, right?
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
45 to go.
Yep, 45 seconds left and counting left in both squads' season. The 2A division's going to be run by Capo United. They seem pretty excited on the bench. Let's see if it's going to be more of like a workman-style celebration, if they're going to go nuts like Santa Margarita did earlier.
Well, you never know how many chances you're going to get at this. I'm sure the seniors are going to go crazy. At least. 20 seconds to play here. And the countdown for Capistrano United begins as Damien coming back with one last rush. Avalos, also a senior, fires a shot, hits the side of the net. Tries to wrap it around. 5 seconds to go. They're going to jump off the bench here in a minute. 2 seconds and one. The Capistrano United Coyotes are varsity 2A division champions. And they swarm Kern Allison in the crease. And there was no doubt about it from the opening whistle. They came out today and proved why they're the best. 9-3 the final score. Capistrano United 2A champions.
Yeah, absolutely dominating performance by the Coyotes. Just a total workman style, in a total workman style manner too. Basically, the passing was crisp, the defense was crisp, the hitting was hard, the goaltending when needed was outstanding. Just an unbelievable performance by this crew. You know, hats off to Damien too. I mean, as Eric mentioned before, Damien upset their way all the way through to this final, besides the first game, but then they had to shock the world with that 2-1 upset against LaSalle. Then they beat, who they beat after that? It was a 5-.
Huntington Beach.
Huntington Beach, yeah. And a close 5-3 victory as well. So hats off to Damien. They played their hearts out too, and they never really gave up, no matter what the score was.
The three goal totals for Capistrano United in these playoffs were 8, 9, and 10. That's 27 goals. That is a new league record in the playoffs. Final stats here. Damien shots on goal 5, 3, and 4 for a total of 12. Capistrano 14, 16, and 6 for a total of 36. That's a 3-1 margin, folks. Goals by period. Damien 1, 1, and 1. Capistrano United 4, 4, and 1. Power plays 1 for 2 on the power play was Capistrano United. 1 for 4 for Damien. Alex Kalo had a hat trick. Paul Budasov scored 4 goals and had an assist. And Chuck Lasik has our 3 stars of the game, with our number 1 star being our game MVP.
Third star of the game, I'm going to go a little off the grid right here and not give it to a goal scorer, but the man who actually had 3 assists, and that was Cameron McCartan. McCartan did a great job setting up shooters all night. He assisted on a goal by Connor Reed. He came back and assisted a goal by Budasov and another goal by Budasov. So congratulations to Cameron McCartan. You're a Sportsnet USA/Black Dog Enterprises third star of the game. Second star of the game, you got to give it to, if you score a hat trick, you got to get a star somewhere, and that's Alex Kalo. Kalo scored all 3 goals for Damien. He was absolutely spectacular, and unfortunately, he was the only one that did score for the Spartans. And with that, becomes our Sportsnet USA/Black Dogs Enterprises second star of the game. First star of the game, 4 goals in a row, 1 assist, yeah, and one of the goals just absolutely, that would make the top 10 of Sports Center. Yeah, that is number 96, Paul Budasov. Budasov with the last 4 goals to cap off the night for the Coyotes. And what else can you say? He also assisted on Colin Kennedy had a goal. No, Colin Kennedy did have a goal. I'm sorry, I was thinking somebody else. But yes, he assisted on Colin Kennedy's goal as well. So congratulations, Paul Budasov. You are not only our SportsNetUSA.net/Black Dog Enterprises first star of the game, but you're the game championship game MVP as well.
Add it all up. Capistrano United wins it 9-3 over Damien to win the Varsity 2A championship. And before we get off the air, we want to go through our players of the year at the Varsity 2A level. It's become kind of a tradition here on SportsNetUSA.net to name our MVP, Defender of the Year, Goaltender of the Year. But we're going to start with our Defensive Forward of the Year. And Chuck, the votes were tallied up, all 2 of them.
But it was unanimous.
It was unanimous.
Yeah, and that's going to have to go to LaSalle's Anthony DeMarco. Anthony DeMarco is an absolute beast at both ends of the ice, but especially when he's on the defensive end, it's tough to score against him. I wish we had plus minus in this league, because I'm telling you what, Anthony DeMarco's plus is probably through the roof. And just absolutely outstanding. He's not only adept at forward, but he comes back and is probably the most responsible defensive forward or defensive center that you will see in this league. And with his efforts, congratulations to Anthony DeMarco for being our Sportsnet USA/Black Dog Enterprises best defensive forward.
Move on to Goaltender of the Year, and this is from the same team, Chuck.
I'll let you take this one.
All right. Well, our Goaltender of the Year is Rock Boynton, and nobody in this league this year was able to stand tall more than Rock. Whenever his team needed a save, he got the job done. And they were upset in their last playoff game against Damien, but if it weren't for Rock, there'd be a lot more times where maybe they don't get that number 2 seed, and they fall a little bit deeper in the standings. So Rock Boynton is our Goaltender of the Year here on SportsNetUSA.net for the Varsity 2A division. We move on to Defenseman of the Year. Chuck, you go ahead.
Yeah, I'll take that one, and I got to want to give it to a guy. We actually debated about this a lot, and we went through all the rosters.
And this had nothing to do with stats.
No, nothing to do with stats whatsoever. As a matter of fact, I'm looking it up right now to see exactly what he's done. Yeah, he had 3 goals and 3 assists, but more importantly, Cameron Platzman just played an outstanding defense for Edison. And Edison didn't score a lot of goals, but they were always in it defensively. And one of the reasons why was because of number 8, Cameron Platzman. The games he was in, every game that he played, he only played 9 of the 15 games.
Yeah.
But those 9 games that he was in, they were a lot closer when he was involved.
And I'll tell you what, this was our most controversial selection. I know a lot of people are going to say, but how can you pick the Defenseman of the Year from the team that finished in the cellar? That finished in 10th, the 2A level. If you watch that kid play and watch his heart out there and the hits he throws around, no matter what the score was, he was in it. Yeah. And that's why we gave Cameron our Defender of the Year. We move on to the MVP of the year. And this was the one where we talked about it for a grand total of a half a second.
Yeah.
We spit the name out immediately.
Almost
he played in this game tonight, and he had a hat trick. Unfortunately, he didn't come away with a 2A championship on his end.
No.
But Alex Kalow from Damien is our MVP of the 2A season this year.
When you only play 11 of your team's 15 games, and you're averaging almost a hat trick a game. Basically, he's averaging he's averaging over 3 points a game, but he's I'm going to do a quick math, somewhere around 2.8 or something like that, 2.7 goals per game.
Yeah.
Your number 88, Alex Kalow. Kalow with the just outstanding dominant, and that's not taken away. There's so many people who are saying, "Oh, should we go co-MVP?" And I kind of nixed that in the bud right there, and nipped that in the bud. That's and told him, said, "No, let's give it to one man," and that's 88, Alex Kalow. Just absolutely outstanding. And if you look at his team's goals, he had more than half of them. I'm adding them up right now: 6, 7, 9, 11, 16. 17, 28, 30. He had 6 on the regular season goal. They had 60 goals. Alex Kalow had 30 of them. Without him, who knows where Damien finishes?
So there you have it.
There's so many other guys we can get to.
So many nominees.
Yeah.
Having to narrow it to 4 was not easy.
Yeah.
5 if you count Coach Gardner, but those are the guys who we thought were most deserving.
Now, sooner or later we're talking about maybe next year making a little more of a panel and stuff like that, but it's not to take away from anybody. We apologize if we are forgetting anybody, but we've seen almost every single game of this, and understand your son or your grandson or friend or whatever, maybe you're just a fan of the league, and say no, or a fan of a team. That's the way we see it, and I stand by all our decisions.
What makes sports so great, though?
Yeah, exactly.
It's always up for debate. We have one more game for you tonight on SportsNetUSA.net and Black Dog Enterprises. And that's going to be Jay Serra and Santa Margarita in the Varsity 1A Championship game. We'll have it for you at 8 p.m. Hopefully you can stick around. But for now, it's Capistrano United 9, Damien 3. The Coyotes, in their first year in the ADHSHL, they win the Varsity 2A division. For Jeff Bowe from Black Dog Enterprises, Chuck Lasik, I'm Eric Pesolano saying so long from Honda Center for now. The Coyotes can celebrate their 2A champions. You've been listening to the Anaheim Ducks High School Hockey League on SportsNetUSA.net, watching our live video stream on Black Dog Enterprises. We'll see you in a bit, everybody. Bye-bye.